YouTube, you know what time it is. Mighty Fan time. And I believe this is volume 4 of my Mighty Fan's Hardwood Heat Throwback Pickup series. Anytime I get any, basketball throwbacks, I'll have them as part of this series. This being the Mitchell&Ness edition, because the 2 latest pickups for me are Mitchell&Ness NBA throwbacks. So without further ado, big shout out to Mitchell&Ness, and I got my Mitchell&Ness Shaq Magic alternate blue jersey on right now for this video, and of course I have the Isaiah Thomas Mitchell&Ness Pistons jersey in the back. Of course, both picked up during this past February Super Bowl sale at Mitchell&Ness. So there you go. All right, but to the jerseys at hand, let's get to them. I think it's funny because I guess J King and I must have gotten this jersey at the same exact time, because in J King's last, most latest pickup video, he had this jersey as one of his latest pickups, as well as me. So there you go. Shout out to J King. I guess it must be Drazen Petrovic Nets Throwback Week here on YouTube, because here it is. You saw it in J King's video. Now you're seeing it in MightyFan's video. Yes, circa 1992, 93. Drazen Petrovic is the old school made in USA version. Now the interesting thing about this jersey, I just found out today that Mitchell&Ness plans on issuing this jersey again this year as part of their NBA lineup for 2011. So be on the lookout for that. But this, of course, being the older one that they made years ago, the old Made in USA. Pretty heavy jersey. This is a pretty heavy jersey, heavy duty jersey. I really like the font there on that Nets, and the 3, of course, on the front, on the back. The name Petrovic, no nameplate, and it's each letter is individually stitched there on the back, double stitched, with the double stitched 3, and of course the Nets and 3 is double stitched on the front, and the trim there, the red and white going around the neck, and of course the sleeves, the armholes, I should say, and it's got the red and white trim on the side. Very nice. Sometimes you'll see a fake version of this jersey on eBay. But this, of course, being the 100% legit, and yes, by the way, I did win it off eBay. But sometimes you have to be careful. There are a lot of knockoffs on there, so you just have to be careful. But yes, I've wanted this jersey for some time. I mean, I remember him when he played back in the day. He was a very good, European born player. Came into the league, was having a successful career in the NBA. And of course, he unfortunately passed way too early in life, but he was a terrific player. And I remember those Nets teams with him and Derek Coleman and Kenny Anderson, back in the day. I think Mitchell&Ness did make the Kenny Anderson jersey, back when they made this jersey back in the day too. But of course, this being the Drazen Petrovic jersey. So there you go. Swag factor. Got the Mitchell&Ness Nets hat. You've seen that in other videos of mine, so there you go. Alright, so Drazen Petrovic, I guess it was, like I said, a Drazen Petrovic throwback pickup week this week for myself and J King. Alright, so that's jersey number 1, jersey number 2, hence why I have the Isaiah Thomas throwback up here, because I got another Pistons throwback. Pistons number 11. Now you're saying, well, that's another Isaiah Thomas jersey. Nope. Notice the font. It's a little different. This, of course, being the guy who wore number 11 prior to Isaiah. That would be Mr. Bob McAdoo. Pretty rare jersey. You don't see this one too often. I know you see his Buffalo Braves jersey a lot, and I know some of the, fellow jersey heads have that jersey, but this is his Pistons jersey, circa 1980, 1980-81. And there's the track tag. This one, by the way, is made in Korea. And it's certainly a lighter texture than the Petrovic jersey, because obviously it was an early, this is the way they wore it back in the day. I don't know 100%. I don't think that this is a Durham material, but I could be wrong. It is kind of light. It is kind of stretchy. But I'm still not really an expert as it comes to material on jerseys, so you'll have to forgive me. But it is a very light material. I really like this jersey because it's very light in material. And the other thing I really like about this jersey, you guys remember what I always said about some of my all-time favorite NFL throwbacks, the heat pressed on name and numbers. That's right. And it's just the same with this Bob McAdoo Pistons jersey. Every single thing on this jersey is heat pressed. All the names, all the numbers, heat pressed. And I love that font there. I just think that's just bananas. That Pistons there in front with a little basketball for the dot in the I and that lightning bolt. And of course the 11. Very nice, patriotic. Red, white, and blue. And that McAdoo. 11 on the back again. Heat pressed on name and numbers. Not stitched. And the other thing I like about this jersey is the sides, because those lightning bolts. It's kind of like the Chargers jersey of the NBA, I guess. Although not quite San Diego Chargers colors, but still has that lightning bolt kind of design, which is kind of unique for, basketball jerseys. So there you go. And of course the trim on the neck and the armholes there, the red, white, and blue trim. Again, a very patriotic jersey. Pistons always wore patriotic jerseys as well as the Sixers and, some other teams there. The Nets. But yeah, Bob McAdoo, Detroit Pistons, like I say, you don't see this one too often, but now you do. And I would definitely recommend this and the Petrovic jerseys if you can get your hands on them, because they're very, very nice. I mean, I really like that design. I know the Pistons wore these jerseys some years ago as an alternate jersey, but of course, when they wore it, they wore with the stitched on numbers and names. It wasn't heat pressed. Maybe it should have been, though. Okay, the swag factor. Still have the tags on this hat, but normally I take the tags off the hat before I wear it. I know a lot of people kind of keep tags on their hats, but MightyFan takes them off. But I haven't worn this one yet, but there it is, the Mitchell&Ness Detroit Pistons hat, of course. Now I have two jerseys to wear it with. Two jerseys of players who wore number 11 on the Pistons. Bob McAdoo and, of course, Isaiah Thomas. So there you go. All right. Well, those are my recent pickups. Actually, the neat thing about these jerseys also is that I didn't actually win those auctions, but I was given a second chance offer by the seller. It was really nice of him to do that. Sometimes on eBay, even if you don't win something, but you come in second on the at the end in the bid history, if the person who won the auction doesn't pay for it or can't or get it or for whatever reason, the person who finishes second from time to time, doesn't happen that often, but every now and then, will get a second chance offer by the seller, and basically they're offering it to you for the price that it ended up, selling for, even though the person who won it couldn't buy it or whatever. They're giving you the chance at that same price, and the seller offered them to me. So I said, "Oh yeah, I'll take them, thank you." Actually, they were both under $40 each shipped, so really, really good deal. For older Mitchell&Ness jerseys. I mean, you guys know, jersey heads know, sometimes that's hard to find, good deals on them, so when you get a chance at it, you gotta jump in. Alright, YouTube, well, that's gonna do it for MightyFan for this edition, the 4th edition in my MightyFan's Hardwood Heat Throwback Pickup Series, if I can say it right tonight. But a big shout out, as always, to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. And of course, all my fellow Jersey heads. There's a couple guys I have to give a special shout out to. I'm going to do that in my next video, because I'm blanking on their names right now. I don't have them in front of me. So don't you guys worry. You'll be getting a special shout out from me in the next video. But yeah, to all the other Jersey heads out there, big shout out to you guys too. All my friends and family, big shout out to you guys too. Thanks for all your support. And, keep watching, because I have some more videos in the works. Don't know quite if I'll have another pickup video in the works for a little bit. I might take a couple months break, on the throwback collecting, just make sure I get stuff done for school and, whatever else, save some money. But I'm definitely going to keep these videos coming on YouTube. Like I said, I got a lot of ideas for videos I want to make, whether they're Jersey related or maybe not Jersey related, but I have some ideas for some stuff I want to do. So don't you worry, even if I might not have another pickup video for a little bit, I definitely will be very visible here on YouTube in the Jersey Heads community, and of course the YouTube community too. So keep watching, keep hitting that subscribe button for myself and for all my other fellow Jersey Heads channels as well. That's going to do it for me. Till the next video, MightyFan's saying peace. See you next video.